How do you navigate through tough times?
For once, the one word that came to me is patience. Working hard through tough times, man. That's a great question, man. To relate with boxing, because that's the reason why I box, just because of tough times.
Commit, because you're going to get hit regardless.
So anytime you're trying to navigate, you need a GPS or a compass.
I got into boxing because they stole my soccer ball and I got jumped in my hood in Peru. And then I went back to try to get the ball. I never got the ball back, but I ended up fighting and then learning a new sport that I love. And then from there, it's just I never stopped doing it. It's a lifestyle, you know?
Navigating through hard times is not about you trying to figure everything out on your own. It's not about you being in the wilderness by yourself, no help, one bed, one blanket type ordeal. No, you have people around you who can help. And if you don't, if you're currently in a situation right now where you're trying to navigate through a tough time and there's nobody you could call, you might want to reevaluate your circle.
During tough times, I dial in and I overwork myself. So I'll be doing work, going to the gym, making sure I eat right, like just trying to feel better. But in those times, I also end up like blocking a lot of people out. So, you know, those deep bouts of depression. Coming to boxing, it revived that athlete in me. It gave me something like I really enjoy, something like, because I'm a thinker. I love figuring stuff out. And, you know, it just gives me that release and that pleasure that I need. And like that was missing ever since I stopped running track in college.
Somebody today woke up with the answer to your problem. You just have to go find them. You have to be humble enough. You have to be humble enough to be able to do that.
When I'm having tough times, when I want to think about them, I actually use a bag. It gives me clarity. You know, sometimes taking the frustration of tough times out on a heavy bag gives me, it clears my mind a lot, you know. Whatever's bothering me it becomes more clear when I'm boxing, when I'm hitting the bag.
And I find it ironic that sometimes when we're trying to navigate through tough times, when we're trying to overcome an obstacle, there were things leading up to that obstacle that was trying to prepare us that we may not have always paid attention to. And it could be anything. Now, sometimes things come stage left and just knock you off your feet. That's what life does. But there's a transference of learning. There's something that you can pull from that will help you with what you're going through, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just a small, like, well, this situation over here is brand new to me, but this part of the situation reminds me of when I went through this. Let me pull from that.
You know, when we have issues or tough times, you gotta, if you're not talking about it, you know, you gotta take it out on something. If you're not drinking and out here doing anything else, you need to have an outlet with it. Be it exercise, or maybe it could even be, some people may lift weights, some people may run. So hitting the bag is what works for me. You know, it's always, and this is something I've done for years, for over 20 years. You know, or more than that actually. But yeah, it all works together, you know? Like now with my disease, I think about it all the time while I'm on here, you know? With just everyday life, what you go through dealing with this, I think about it. So, it all goes together for me, you know?
Navigating through tough times is not about you having all the answers, but it's you being able to go find the answers. It's you being able to look at the situation and continue forward. It's about you having the stamina. The way that I look at navigating through hard times is there's no way that you can possibly be ready for everything. Every storm, every setback, everything that life has to throw at you. But you are being prepared in certain ways. And you have to be able to pull from those different things. And you also have to be able to pull from your tribe, from your community. Each one of us should be helping each other. Each one of us should be pouring into each other.
Coming to the gym and staying focused and knowing that I conquered the day. Persistence, staying positive, and always working towards something greater. For example, when I'm having a hard workout set or something that's going to help elevate me to a higher mountain, I gotta get even higher to push through to elevate.
And if you're in a tribe, if you're in a community that's not doing that for you, you're in the wrong community. If you feel drained after speaking to these people that you speak to all the time, you're in the wrong community. You're not replenishing yourself.
Working out just helps you balance a lot of things, helps you relieve stress.
Excuse me.
Takes the day's negative, turn it into positive. And when you finish and you see that the result of what you've been working out is no better discipline. So do a little bit of core roller work for you.
A lot of the people that I interviewed and that I spoke to, they all have one thing in common. And that one thing was replenishment. In one way or another, it was replenishment of themselves.
One.
What you're going to see right now is me getting back into the sparring. Up until now, you guys have seen me hit the bag, hit the mitts. But sparring is a different beast. It's a different animal. When you get into sparring, all that bag and mitt work stuff go out the window. And it's all about stamina. It's all about being patient. And so the guy that I'm sparring right now that you're looking at, he was very patient. He was very kind. There were times where he could have teed off. But that's not what sparring is about. You see, sparring is the precursor to the fight, right? And when you're trying to navigate through tough times, there's a precursor to even getting to the navigation part. So you can try to get ready when you need to, but you're always going to stumble and fall because it's hard to get stuff ready. Or you can stay ready by constantly putting yourself in a position to where you have to navigate, to where you have to spar. So that way, when it comes down to the real thing, you're prepared. You practice. But practice isn't just about you doing something repetitively. It's about you building a muscle memory. So that way, when you need to use it, when you need to pull from it, you can do so. Which gets back to the video that I'm showing you now. I was doing good the first minute or two. But that fatigue started to set in, right? The guy on the other end of the gloves was in better condition. Actually, he had sparred 2, maybe 3 people before me. And so at this point in time, I'm exhausted because I hadn't sparred. I hadn't been prepared. And it was hard for me to navigate through that because my body didn't want to continue, as you see here. But I was able to pull from, I sparred before. I've been tired before. I know what I need to do. I know that this is only temporary. So in that sparring session, even though my body wasn't conditioned like it should be to be sparring someone of that level, I was able to pull from another place because I had been there before. Sometimes you're going to have to navigate on an empty stomach and an empty soul. But that shouldn't be your default. That shouldn't be your day-to-day. And so I want to challenge you right now to dig deep, to do a few things. One, to find out what replenishes you and go do that legally. Legally. The second thing I want you to do is go do it. Go find out what that is and get replenished. Because life is hard. We all know that, especially right now. It's obvious. If it wasn't obvious for you before, it should be very obvious for you right now. You got to replenish your soul.
Come on, come on, come on. Only 10 more seconds. Thug it, thug it, thug it, thug it. Break it, break it. Thug it. Break. Break. Hey, fuck that. We pause at the time. Break. Nah, thug out that last 10. Thug out that last 10. Go. 10, 9, throw 'em. 8, don't run. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax, relax, relax. Woo! Good shit, Joe. I was like, hell no, we run that 10 seconds. All right, yeah, I got to get ready to start class. Good shit. Yeah. Go work, go work. Woo! Woo! I'm gonna see y'all in like, I want to say a week. Oh, my bad. Like a good week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Good shit, y'all. First day back is what I'm talking about. Yo, hey, look, you thought I was about to let you rock with that 10. Hell nah. You gonna thug out that 10. I was like, nah, we pausing that time. You gonna restart that 10.
Break it up. All right, bro.
All right, bro, be easy.
At the end of the journey is the prize, but you got to navigate through a bunch of treacherous things to get there. You need a crew. You need to be replenished, and you need to trust yourself. So, if navigating through tough times is something that interests you, go ahead and like and subscribe and connect with this tribe, because we building one over here, and we waiting for you. But as you already know, stay motivated.
In control, keep your mind in control, keep your mind in control, keep your mind in control.